does one come to the opinion that an election as consequential as this does not require every citizen to take a stand, basically, either for or against, or for your party or against it?
Right.
How do you disregard the elephant in the room?
I think that that's what's wrong with politics, is that perspective, to be honest. I think that the belief that somehow there needs to be one way that politics is done and that you have to buy hook, line, and sinker into any politician or any party is exactly what the American voters are rejecting. They want people who are independent-minded, who think for themselves, and because sound bites are so easy to come by with the media these days, if you say one thing, people presume so many other things. I don't want people to reduce me to a soundbite. I want people to know exactly what I stand for based on my merits. And to be honest, exactly what I said when I was up there is after November, one of the two will never be discussed again.
Right.
And if you want to vote for somebody who's going to have consequence in the future, not just till November, then you should focus on the person who's running on their merits and not what they think about somebody else.
Okay, but you talk about some of your religious faith opinions on abortion, whatever. The Supreme Court will either recognize precedents and keep Roe versus Wade, or on the many other areas they could overturn Supreme Court precedent.
It's not done very often, and people have tried for since 1973 with Roe v. Wade. So it's really not an issue. It's a litmus test issue, again, that people like to use that doesn't have any real consequence in the way that national security.
You don't disagree that the Supreme Court, whoever chooses the next justices of the Supreme Court, is an extremely important issue in this race.
It's a very important issue.
So how do you not support
the issue?
Okay. It's not the only issue, but a lot of people are again passionate about these issues, and
so am I. I'm passionate about all of it, but I'm passionate about our country. I'm not passionate about a single politician. Americans want leadership. They don't want someone who buys hook, line, and sinker into anything, and I don't. And so for somebody to say that you should be more passionate about your president than you should be about your mayor or your city council person or the person that represents you in Washington, it's not true. A lot of people care passionately and work on behalf of one person and don't for the other. Do they care less about one or the other? I don't buy into that.